You are always working, aren't you?
I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to do so, yes.
How do you look back on your career?
With a lot of gratitude. So grateful to be able to work this long. I've been doing this for 36 years now. And when you're doing what you love and getting paid for it, there's no greater gift.
All right, let's start with Truth Be Told. You play the mother of a man who served 19 years in prison for murder. How would you describe your character?
I play the dying mother of Aaron Paul, whose character has been imprisoned for the last 19 years for a murder he did not commit. It stars Octavia Spencer as well, who plays a podcaster, sort of like the show, the podcast Serial, which chronicles the investigation of a murder, who, in her investigating, finds new evidence that he did not commit this crime.
And how does this affect the mother?
As I said, she's dying and has literally spent the last 20 years of her life doing nothing but trying to get him out. And it sort of exemplifies the way these podcasts and serial shows, when they reopen these cases, what kind of profound effect that has on the victims' families and everyone involved in the case.
And how do you relate to Melanie as a role?
Well, I couldn't imagine, as a mother, I have 4 children, so I couldn't imagine being able to go on with my day knowing that one of my children was in prison. I mean, how do you just say, oh, I think I'm going to go out and have lunch with my girlfriends today, or I'm going to go see a movie or a show? You're paralyzed. You really cannot move on with your life as long as you know that this is happening with your child.
Was it tough doing?
Yes. My character has stage 4 lung cancer, the same cancer that killed my best friend at 42.
Wow.
So it was an opportunity for me to sort of explore that, which is never easy. So it was a tough one. It's a drama, it's a murder mystery, and it's pretty dark, in a good way.
A lot of people are saying that while it's improved, there still aren't enough roles for women. You agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm 59 this year, and it would be nice to see more shows that explore the older woman's perspective. You know, as you age, you naturally gain so much more wisdom and profound perspectives on the world that it would be nice to see our stories told more frequently.
You're also in the Moodys.
Yes.
Was that a lot of fun to shoot?
Oh, yeah, it's Dennis Leary.
He's crazy.
The minute I found out he was attached to it, I thought, oh, I've been waiting so long to work with him. He has the most irreverent, wicked take on the world. And then we have Jay Baruchel, who's playing our oldest son, and you sort of put the two of them together, and it's just a recipe for exactly the kind of humor I am drawn to.
You've been a success in comedy and drama. Do you prefer one over the other?
Not sure if I prefer, but I love comedy. It gives me a chance to really stretch my muscles. You know, and drama, I tend to take it home with me more.
Oh, yeah?
It's something I really have to shake off at the end of the day. I mean, for example, in Truth Be Told, I'm fully bald because I'm in chemotherapy. So that was a challenge. That was a challenge to sort of see yourself that sick.
Who are you in the Moodys?
I play Anne Moody. I'm the matriarch of the Moody family, and we are a tight-knit, loving, if not highly dysfunctional family living on the south side of Chicago, trying to get through Christmas without killing each other.
And who is Dennis?
He plays Sean Moody, the patriarch of our family, and he runs a heating and air conditioning company. And it's really an exploration of, you know, what it's like for us empty nesters when our kids come home for the holidays. We actually have one on the show who won't leave. He's 31, still is at home. But it sort of explores that notion of, you know, you miss them so much when they're gone, and then within 24 hours of them being home, you're like, when are they leaving?
You also starred in another limited series for HBO, Sharp Objects.
Yes.
That was dark too, right?
Very dark. Amy Adams, Patricia Clarkson, Chris Messina. It was a story of a woman who comes home to investigate a murder that her mother was somehow involved in. Sort of a deep exploration of Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Oh, really?
Is a very dark subject that a lot of people don't talk about, but is very prevalent. So
Munchausen is very prevalent. Any chance for a season 2 of that?
I don't know. You know, you sort of put stuff out there and hope that it resonates with people. It's all up to the network, HBO. I'd love to do another season because I adored working with Patricia Clarkson and Amy.
You have been doing this for a long time.
Long time.
A successful working actress, right?
Thank you, yes.
What was your first big break?
Well, my first film was the movie About Last Night, which had Demi Moore and Rob Lowe, Jim Belushi. But I think I would say my big break was the movie Big with Tom Hanks. It was released in 1988, so 31 years ago.
Did you know that would be a hit?
No. As a matter of fact, when Tom and I were making the movie, there were so many body-changing movies going on at that time. There was something with Judge Reinhold, something with John Denver, that we sort of looked at each other and said, well, you know, I think we're going to go straight to video when we used to have video. But I think because we had Penny Marshall at the helm, and also because Tom is just so extraordinary.
She was kind of a genius.
She was amazing. I think it sort of elevated it to better than the rest.
What was it like working with Hanks?
Well, he's Tom Hanks. You know, it doesn't get any better than Tom. He's sort of the consummate everyman. You know, he brings a humbleness, he brings an earthiness. And,
he's a great person, too.
An amazing human being. Amazing human being. Really blessed to have worked with him.
All right, you live now in L.A., right?
I do.
Born in Queens, raised in Massachusetts.
Yes.
What got you started? Why'd you want to act?
Well, originally I wanted to be a veterinarian because I have a great love for animals. I just couldn't get through the math. Didn't
Tough
have
school.
the brain. Very difficult, harder to get into the medical school. Yeah. And I'd always acted, and so I thought, oh, I'll try this out, and I got hired immediately. I always say that I was born under some kind of lucky star. Literally something I stumbled into and just had a knack for, and I thank my mother for my sense of humor and my father for my dedication to hard work, and both of them came together, and here I am, 36 years later.
Tell me about Weeds. That ran for almost 5 years. You played Celia Hodes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like her?
Oh, she's evil, but I loved playing her. I love playing somebody that's so screwed up like that. There is a reboot going on at the Starz Network, but I don't know anything about it. I mean, I can't imagine them doing a reboot without me, but...
If they rebooted, you got to be in it.
I got to be in it.
Why did you leave after season 5?
They no longer wanted me on the show.
Why was Weeds
They
a
just
hit?
said they didn't know how to write for me anymore or what to do with my character. I suggested that they kill me. I said, you can always just blow my head off or push me off a cliff. Still waiting for that. I'd like to be run over by a car. I think that's sort of what Celia Hodes deserves.
So have you always worked?
Always worked.
Not easy in this business.
I think I chase work pretty hard. I go after it. If they don't see me in the role, I sort of ask them to let me come in and read. I'll campaign for something I really like.
Really?
I search out material, and I love what I do.
Do you still have to audition?
Oh, absolutely. I auditioned for Sharp Objects. I auditioned for Truth Be Told. I will go in and read for anyone if it's great material and people I want to work with.
Wow.
I'm definitely not above that, no.
What are you working on right now?
Nothing. I'm taking
What?
the Christmas holiday off. We're going on vacation, a long-earned vacation. And hopefully I'll start something up in February or March.
Do you look back at your career a lot and you say you're grateful?
Yes.
Do you say, wow? I mean, look
Yeah.
at all you've done.
All the time. All the time. I look back at the last 36 years and think, yeah, I did that. And I'm still doing it. I can't imagine stopping. I think I'll probably stop when I just can't stand up anymore.
How do you learn about all these scripts that you go out and try out for?
Oh, I search everywhere. Production Weekly, the trades. My agents will send me lists of things going on. I'll see if I know anybody involved. I'll call them personally. I'll send emails. You know, I learned the value of hard work from my dad, who was the son of an immigrant, born in northern New Hampshire in the White Mountains, and he worked every day of his life up until he passed away last April. And he taught me that, you know, if you want something, go out and get it.
What do you like about being other people?
Escapism. You know, I get to play for a living.
It's still you, right?
Absolutely. But I get to have a good time. Every day I go to work. I get to pretend I'm someone else and live somebody else's life. And it's kind of like playing.
Miracle on 34th Street. Who did that? Who was the star?
I was the star, but I would say the greatest thing about that movie was Sir Richard Attenborough as Santa Claus. And I remember standing on the set and going, this is the man who directed Gandhi. And I get to be in the same room with him. And also the cinematographer on that movie is my husband, Julio Macat. And it's the movie we met on. And I think he did a brilliant job. The movie is gorgeous.
So your husband has photographed you?
Yes, 4 times.
And is that what he does, cinema?
Yes, my husband is a director of photography, cinematographer, and has been for longer than I've been acting.
A very important role.
Yes.
They don't get enough credit.
No, they don't. They're the hardest working people on a set. They never sit down. You know, they're working in between takes, they're working during takes, and yeah.
Do you like being choreographed by him?
Absolutely. It's how I fell in love with him. He was looking at me through the camera, and I was looking right back at him.
Really?
Yeah, it was definitely love at first sight.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King Now and watch new episodes every day.